So I found it pertinent to introduce this idea of mine, what I called the philosophy of sustainable interdependence, and its sub-philosophy that I call the two homes, two worlds, in the country of Luxembourg, for which symbolically we are here at the monument that's called the Biel Fra, which was built to commemorate the country's participation and success in the First World War or the Second World War, the Korean War 51 to 54, as inscribed here on this monument. And so for me, again, today being the 9th of June 2022, that's also Heroes Day in my country, resonates with the theme of this monument here. But back to the specific idea of sustainable interdependence. Luxembourg is a nice place to launch the idea because as a tiny country, they have managed to successfully establish themselves as one of the world's best financial and banking capitals. As a statistic, for example, they are home to at least 3,900 investment funds who are controlling a combined 4.1 trillion euros in assets under management. And just for comparative reasons, just to show you how big that figure is, Uganda's current budget, annual budget, is about 44 trillion UGX, which is about roughly 11 billion euros, and that is only about 0.26% of the total 4.1 trillion assets under management by all the funds that are domiciled in this country. Also, there are 133 commercial banks in Luxembourg, 40% of which are foreign banks, and between them they have an asset base of 760 billion euros. And so, using that two homes, two worlds philosophy, we need to attract a tiny fraction of that investment potential to countries like Uganda and others in the region for us to really start the building of the sustainable interdependence philosophy. And in practical terms, what I have discussed with my friend David over here on the camera is that using my David will be playing a role of sourcing investors in this country and managing investor relations, and then myself under my consulting firm called the Contemporary Practitioners of Contemporary Philosophy Ltd. We'll be doing the deal sourcing, which actually means looking out for potential investees and entrepreneurs on the African continent, beginning with obviously Uganda and East Central and Southern Africa, where those investees will be assessed. They will be taken through the idea of, collaborating and, in a business manner, getting financing. Could be straight debt, could be equity, with investors in Europe, Luxembourg as an example of a country in Europe. And then I'll be managing, the investee relations and guiding these entrepreneurs on the journey to achieving There are two homes, two worlds, practical philosophy. And David, on the other hand, will also be helping and guiding the European investors, Luxembourg investors, and also how they walk that journey to achieve their two homes, two worlds philosophy, in which will ultimately create a world in which we have truly global citizens that have a stake in many other homes than just their traditional homes and countries for which they have been limited to. Thank you.